Hey guys, so quick little update before I actually begin this video. This video was recorded before other information came out contradicting what I say here. So even though the majority of this video, I think it still stands, okay? I still talk about how the Bears are kind of pissing Al Robinson off. I talk about why we should extend him. So a lot of the stuff I say in this video still stands, but Al Robinson did not, in fact, actually request a trade. So a couple hours ago, news broke out from Adam Schefter, who is the most reliable NFL insider. So he reports like accurate news 99% of the time. And I trust him more than the other dude I said in this video. So he said that Al Robinson's agent actually confirmed to him that they did not actually request a trade, but they are simply just unhappy at how long it's taking to come up with an extension. So they are definitely pissed off. They are definitely disgruntled, but they did not actually request a trade. So keep that in mind while you watch this video. Why am I not surprised? Okay, this organization somehow always finds a way to mess up the only good things going for them. According to Brad Biggs, the Chicago Tribune, our number one star wide receiver, the dude that literally carried our entire offense for all of 2019, he is by far the most important piece on our offense that still struggles to this day. We have pissed that dude off, apparently, and he has requested a trade from the Chicago Bears. Let me give you guys some backstory first of all. So last night I was going through Twitter, going through Instagram, and one of my followers on Twitter, he actually messaged me saying that go look at Allen Robinson's profile, okay? There's nothing to do with the Bears anymore. He removed all mention of the Bears. So I was like, what the heck, okay? So I checked out Allen Robinson's profile on Instagram, and all the photos and videos that were related to the Bears, he took all of them off, okay? So there was like 10 or 20, I think, photos and vids there. He took them all off while the Jaguars videos are still there. And in his bio on Instagram and on Twitter, he removed all mention of the Chicago Bears. That worried the hell out of me, okay? Because you don't do that normally if you are happy in the situation you are in, okay? We saw what happened with Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard did the same thing in 2018, and he was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. So I tweeted about that last night. Some other accounts tweeted too. So eventually it made its way to the articles on NBC Sports Chicago and other news organizations too. But at that point, guys, this morning when all those articles were out, it was pretty much just all speculation, okay? Just us kind of guessing what his actions on social media mean, which, you know, actions on social media do not always mean that, you know, anything is going to happen, okay? Because people do stuff on social media for certain reasons. It might not be why you are expecting them to do it. So maybe he just wanted to clear stuff up, or maybe, I don't know what the case was, but I was truly worried still, because just removing all mention of the Bears, that could not be a good sign. And it looks like my worst fears were realized, okay? Because according to Brad Biggs, there's a report out there that says that Allen Robinson has requested a trade from the Chicago Bears. Now, I don't know if that report is 100% accurate, okay? Until I see Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, or any other big NFL reporter talk about this, I'm not going to believe it 100%. But guys, this is still coming from like an actual credible news agency, the Chicago Tribune, which has a lot of insiders within the organization. So there's a good chance this could be true. And it would definitely explain his actions on social media. Now, according to the article, he's frustrated with the lack of progress on a contract extension going beyond this year. Because guys, if you don't know already, I mean, obviously this is Allen Robinson's last year of his contract, which he signed 2 years ago. So that deal was only 3 years. It's running out at the end of this year. And usually, you know, you re-sign your guys before they enter their last year of the contract if you want to keep them for long term, okay? Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you either franchise tag him or work out a deal at the end of their contract. But more often than not, you work out a deal before the last year of your current deal. So obviously, you know, Allen Robinson is pretty frustrated because he's probably, you know, thinking to himself, like, do the Bears actually want me here long term? I mean, Allen Robinson himself has said that he wants to retire a Chicago Bear. He loves it here. He loves the city. He loves the fans. The holdup then has to be with the money, because if you guys look around the NFL, a lot of other receivers have gotten new deals over the past 2 weeks. Okay, DeAndre Hopkins is now the highest paid receiver in the history of the NFL with the Cardinals. Keenan Allen, whose stats somewhat compare with Allen Robinson, he got a new deal for 4 years worth more than $80 million. So about $20 million per year. I think Cooper Kupp got a deal too. Amari Cooper as well. So a lot of these receivers are getting deals, and the market for wide receivers has 100% shot up. Okay, so Ryan Pace's inability to get a deal done before the beginning of the season it is really coming back to bite us because the market has gone up, guys. We're going to have to pay A-Rob now more than we would have had to at the beginning of this season or before the season started. So that's why also, guys, I was so freaking pissed that the Bears could not actually work out a deal before the season started because I knew that it would probably come to this, okay? I knew the receiver market would probably shoot up. I knew that as more time passed, he would become more and more pissed at the organization, reducing the likelihood of him staying for next year. But I did not think that he would actually request a trade, which, guys, just to hear that, okay, that breaks my heart, okay? Because this guy is 100% the most talented dude we have on offense. If I read you guys his stats, he had over 1,100 receiving yards. He had 7 receiving touchdowns. He was best in the NFL versus man coverage, so getting open versus man. Best in the entire NFL, top 3 versus press. 26 contested catches, so he could go up and catch it over any DB. His route running was incredible, probably among the best in the NFL. His uncatchable ball percentage also was top 5, okay? So he had the 5th worst catchable ball percentage. So Trubisky was not helping him out with those throws, and he still caught a lot of them. He put up Pro Bowl numbers with a pathetic offense. So it literally does not make any sense in the world to not want to keep this guy beyond this year and to not keep this guy happy by giving him a contract extension. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say that, can we even afford a contract extension? Okay, can we afford to pay A-Rob like $20 million a year like he might be demanding? Yeah, we 100% can, okay? According to Brad over the cap on Twitter, the Bears do have enough cap space to work out a deal. Now, the thing is, though, guys, I don't think he accounted for keeping Trubisky beyond this year. So if you want to keep both Trubisky and A-Rob, it's going to be a little bit hard. We're going to have to make some tough decisions, probably let go of people that we don't want to let go of. But, guys, you cannot let go of A-Rob, okay? The talent that he has, he's without a doubt, in my opinion, one of the top receivers in the NFL, a #1 wide receiver. I already read you guys his stats. With bottom level QB play a lot of his career, he has still put up crazy numbers. He loves his city. He loves his, team. He loves all the fans here. His teammates are supporting him as well. I saw on Twitter, okay, Tariq Cohen, Anthony Miller, Darnell Mooney, and more. They were tweeting out in support of Allen Robinson getting this contract extension. Like, it literally, I cannot find a single reason not to re-sign this guy and give him a contract extension. But sometimes the Chicago Bears will just be the Chicago Bears and they will make stupid, dumb, idiotic moves that they should not be making. Now, I still don't think he's going to be traded though. So even though these reports are coming out, even though he wants a trade, I don't think the Bears are actually going to trade him because we have all the control here, guys. Like, he cannot just leave on his own. I mean, yeah, he could sit out the season, but I don't think Allen Robinson is that unprofessional. So he would probably still be playing, but we could keep him for this season and even transition tag him for next year. So technically, we still do have at least 2 more years of control. But would that be the right thing to do? Would we actually risk pissing this guy off, ruining our locker room chemistry, ruining all these good vibes? I do not think so, okay? So if we actually end up trading Allen Robinson, if we cannot resolve the situation, our offense is going to go to the bottom in the NFL, okay? I already know it's one of the worst in the NFL. Even though we had that comeback the last quarter of the last game, I still don't have 100% faith in our offense just yet, okay? I want to see more things from it, but I do think it can be at least average this year. But if we don't have Allen Robinson, our #1 wideout, the guy that opens up so many opportunities for our other receivers, guys, which, by the way, people don't talk about that, okay? Not having Allen Robinson out there, it's going to make life much difficult on Anthony Miller and Darnell Mooney because, guys, just look at the tape, okay? The attention that Allen Robinson draws from these DBs, it is ridiculous. So if we don't have Allen Robinson, I honestly think we're not going to be a playoff team, and this team is going to go downhill super fast. So if we actually do the unthinkable and we actually trade this guy, you guys are going to get an EDP level reaction on this channel, okay? Because, guys, I mean, it literally makes no sense whatsoever. All of his teammates want him here. We want him here. He's super talented. He's healthy. He played all the games last year. He carried our entire offense. He does so much good for the city of Chicago, has numerous foundations that he's donated so much money and time to. Extend the man, Ryan Pace. Extend Allen Robinson. Let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. But as always, bear down.